Next up, 4 and 5 solved by graphing. We're going to do these together because it's also the same type of problem. So before we can graph, we need to get our equations into y equals mx plus b form. So we can see that this first equation, 2x plus y equals negative 5, is not in that form. So we're going to get the y by itself. 2x plus y equals negative 5. We're going to subtract 2x from both sides. That's going to give me y equals negative 2x minus 5. I want the x term in front because I want to see the slope. Alright, in my second equation, x plus 2y, let me use a different color actually so I can show you the two different lines. We're going to have x plus 2y equals 2. I want y by itself, so I'm going to subtract x from both sides. That leaves me with 2y equals negative x plus 2. And then I'm going to divide by 2 to get y by itself. Divide everything by 2, which means y equals negative 1 over 2x plus 1, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. So there are my two lines. Now let's see how we graph these. So looking at this green equation here first, remember our starting point is always on the y-axis. I just need to know where, and the second number right here tells me where. It starts at 1, so I'm going to put a point right there. Then my slope is the number in front. It's got to be a fraction in front of x. It's negative 1 over 2, which means, let me write it over to the side, negative 1 over 2, which tells me the top number is up or down, so it tells me down 1, and the bottom number is left or right. Positive is to the right, so it's down 1 over 2 spaces. So for my very first point, I'm going to go down 1 and over 2 spaces and put a point there. Then I'm going to go down 1 over 2 again, put a point there. Then down 1 over 2 and put a point there again. And we repeat this, we can go the opposite direction too, and when we connect these points, that will make my line. So like this, there is one of my lines right there, boom. And with my second equation, it's going to be, my starting point is the, what am I doing? Starting point is the negative 5 on the y-axis, so down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a point there. That's my first point. What's my slope, though? It's the negative 2. But we want it to be a fraction, right? To make any whole number into a fraction, all we have to do is put it over a 1. So there we go. So negative 2 from the top tells me to go down 2, and the positive 1 on the bottom tells me to go to the right 1. So from the starting point, I'm going to go down 2 to the right 1. Oh, but look, I ran out of space, so now I'm going to go the opposite direction. So over here, put a point there. Over here, put a point there. Over here, put a point here. Put a point there. Oh, I already see my overlapping point. And then we can connect it. Connect these points. So remember, the question said to solve by graphing. That means I need to write a point. The solution is a point, and it's the point where they cross each other. We can see that point is right here. And now what is this point? This point is, let's see, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So it's negative 4, comma, 1, 2, 3, positive 3. So my answer is negative 4, comma, 3, like that.